People have described you as the current modern day Frank Sinatra, and I just heard the sound check, and I agree with the voice and stuff. What is it like when somebody describes you like that? Because it's all over the press.
Well, yeah, it's great. I mean, a lot of my career has been the Frank Sinatra Great American Songbook, and this show in particular, though, focuses on the more contemporary songs that maybe Frank didn't sing, but done in a style that is that classic style that Frank Sinatra helped to make famous. And I call it classic pop. So I'm doing songs from Prince and Bruce Springsteen, the Bee Gees, the Doobie Brothers. But I mean, these are songs now that have been around 30, 35 years, sometimes 40 years. So, and we still hear them every day. So my whole thing is these songs are standards now, and that's what we're celebrating this weekend with the Houston Symphony. So.
What's it like to play with the Houston Symphony? Just a great...
Oh, it's the favorite. My most favorite thing I do is to work with orchestras, and to work with an orchestra as world class as Houston is. I mean, I love my job. I can't believe I get to do it.
Okay, well, you're a young guy. I mean, where did this all come from? Do you have an old spirit or what's...
Yeah, I don't know. People ask me that a lot. I just got into the music when I was in my early teens, which didn't really make me the coolest guy in high school right away. I played violin. I had glasses, and let's not get into that. But but I just fell in love with the style. To me, it was new music. I mean, it wasn't something that I associated with being old. It was just something that I felt like I discovered, and it was my thing. My parents didn't listen to it, so I kind of adopted it as my thing and started playing. Before I knew it, I was out playing in bars and in clubs and getting paid.
You're going to be doing some originals, and I actually was lucky enough to hear one of them, which I loved during the sound check. Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about the originals that you do.
Yeah, well, I've been writing songs for just about as long as I've been singing, and so yeah, I'm doing I think 4 of my original tunes. One song, actually this year I won a big songwriting contest, the USA Songwriting Contest, which was a big thrill for me to do that. I've had a couple songs in films, a film called The Tooth Fairy a few years ago.
I knew that.
And a great independent film called My Date with Drew. So I love writing songs, and it's such a thrill to hear them, with a full symphony orchestra too. It's
And you've got a kind of a different style that I really like. I see you facing the audience, whereas I know traditionally people play to the piano. It seems like you're playing to the crowd, or was that?
Oh no, well actually this was just rehearsal. When I do the show, I'm all about the audience. Today I was half about just kind of seeing how it felt, and half about just making sure, because this is the first time. I mean, the wonderful thing about these orchestras, you got people that are at the top of their game in all their instruments. This is the first time we all played together. There was no other rehearsal. What you heard was the first time we played through everything.
No kidding.
It's just that everyone here operates at such a high level. It's just amazing. So we're all just trying to make it sound good, but it's the first rehearsal.
What have you had any Texas barbecue or Tex-Mex or anything like that?
It's on my list. It's high on my list. So if you have any recommendations, let me know.
Absolutely, of course I do.
Yeah.
What do you listen to? I mean, what is?
I listen to everything. I mean, everything from jazz piano players to all types of vocalists. Like we mentioned Frank Sinatra before, but I also love Radiohead and stuff that's on the radio. I mean, some of it. I don't have any rules. I just if it's a good song, I'm a song guy. If it's a good song, I'll listen to it.